So taking those 11 categories then, I want to show projects. So this is a kind of, the book is going to be organized in the 11 categories, and then there's going to be a series of projects. And I'm starting with China. This is our first project in China, which is a little museum. We're going to swing down around and just go through these. This was the first time I was invited because Araji Sasaki was doing an architecture exhibition site. And my first impulse was to study Chinese perspective. I always loved the idea that in the 13th century Western perspective in painting was discovered, but the Chinese, they knew about it, but they just ignored it. Because they love their axonometrics. They're kind of projected I always loved projected axonometrics. And also another thing when I was studying, how could I, this is a museum for architecture and art. How could I make this based on some fundamental aspect of this Oriental sense of early perspective? But what I noticed when I was studying these is all these drawings that I was looking at were black and white. That they didn't need to be black and white. They could have been color. They had color in the 13th century. So I took my black and white watercolors and I decided my first project was going to be about this wall perspective and black and white in the city of Nanjing, these three things. So the site is located in a kind of landscape area, but the city of Nanjing, which was the capital of China for many centuries, and has a wonderful walled nature, the city is visible right from the site. So that really became the part of the project. The building, the main courtyard, all paved in recycled gray bricks, and the main sculpture gallery that looks back with this view of the city of Nanjing. And the notion that everything is slightly warped, just like those Chinese axonometrics. Things aren't quite square, but they're not quite perfect. They're just slightly warped. Then it's a gallery for architecture and art, but there's no museum director, there's no staff, there's no collection. This is typical in China when you try to do something. There's no program, so we had to make the program up. And it's very interesting, by the way, this work. In every circumstance is different. There's nothing typical. This is a very odd thing because here it's been under construction for 3 years. There's the top view back to the city of Nanjing. And the idea then of forming up these concrete walls in charcoal stained bamboo by taking the bamboo that was on the site, and it was very old bamboo, so it's huge in diameter, and lining the formwork with the bamboo. I can anchor this building in its site, and I'm really proud of this. I didn't see anybody else do this yet. I'm sure it's going to be done after this, but it's really gorgeous. You can't see it there, but it's the whole wall going up is, when you get up close to it, it's bamboo formed concrete. And then there's the truss that goes up and comes back to look at the city. And this is China. Guy Nordenson did the, what do you call it, schematic design drawings, and they just built the thing from that. The entire steel structure cost $300,000 in place. This piece in place. So, and then it was there like last month, and it was the landscape is so gorgeous, and this is a preserve, so it's like unrolling a Chinese scroll, and you go out. So we decided we're going to leave some of the skin off the back so you can just see out, and then you see that view to Nanjing. There's the client, by the way, very mysterious guy. No director, no, you know, no creator. Well, they're all very mysterious.